Ladies and gentlemen, thank you and good evening. Live from Thompson Recreation Complex, OUA women's hockey action on slate between the Ryerson Rams and the Western Mustangs. The Mustangs entering with a 15-1-3 record, but are actually coming off of a 2-1 shootout loss right here at Thompson Arena to the Toronto Varsity Blues last night. Michael DiStefano, joined by yours truly, Johnny Urban, happy to take you through all the action. Hello out there, Mustangs fans who joined us earlier in the day for OUA men's hockey action as the Western Mustangs prevailed 3-2 over the Waterloo Warriors, but we got to skip from the boys to the girls now. Mike, what do you think between the Rams and the Mustangs? The last time they hooked it up, it was the Mustangs prevailing 2-0 in the old Maple Leaf Gardens, known as the Matinee Athletic Center.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at what happened for Canada.
Alex Armstrong getting the start between the pipes for Lisa Haley. Her first career shutout came against these Western Mustangs, but that was in the cozy confines of the Matinee Athletic Center. She's got one tough opponent tonight. And Kelly Campbell coming off of her third extracurricular loss of the season, but she's only lost one time during regulation for a 13-1-3 record. Armstrong's ready at one end. Campbell's ready at the other. As you mentioned, Caitlin Gosling gone off to represent Team Canada at the FISU Games. Her sister Cassidy will be the only Gosling represented on the ice tonight. Truly the first family of hockey, if you will, at Western here. You got Brian Gosling, the father. He's also the manager as we take a look at the referees and linesmen tonight, including Keith Kitchen at the line. But I was mentioning Brian Gosling. You're taking a look at his son right there, who does the scorekeeping and does a darn good job of it, might I add. And then you have Caitlin and Cassidy on the team. Their mother cooks the meals, Mike. I mean, you can't get much more of a family affair than the Western Mustangs women's hockey team.
Yeah, they really have been lucky to have the Goslings in their family as we kick off the matchup here tonight.
Kayla Carbonic with the pass. Her teammate takes the shot on to Campbell. Carbonic runs into the St. Thomas netminer. And a great job by Kelly to stay cool like a cucumber. 1:02 into this first period.
And we'll take a look at the keys to the game.
And as you're taking a look at Lisa Haley, who I mentioned coached 14 seasons with the St. Mary's Huskies out in the Atlantic League, capturing league titles in '98. There's another glove save by Kelly Campbell. She made titles in '98, 2003, 2004, and 2010. She also coached St. Mary's at the 4 Canadian CIS national tournaments and was a 2-time AUS Coach of the Year award winner, and along with a CIS Coach of the Year award winner in 2003.
Just a tremendous resume.
The Mustangs 50 goals forward. The Ryerson Rams 46 goals against. Statistically speaking, you think the Mustangs might be able to have their way this evening on your Saturday, but that seems to never be the case here in OUA women's hockey, eh, Mike? I mean, come on. Like I mentioned before, we watched the Brock Badgers, who were winless at the time, take these same Mustangs who hadn't lost in regulation to overtime.
Well, anything can happen on any given night. So much parity in the league.
Blair Mathaner with a shot, stopped by Kelly Campbell. Her teammate who goes into the zone with some authority. Nice move, then a glove saved by Kelly Campbell. Nice move by Sarah McGilvery. She's got 3 goals so far on the season, but with those kind of skills, I expect more out of her. The Mustangs get one more shot onto Alex Armstrong. No, they can't. The buzzer will go. So after 20 minutes of hockey here at Thompson Arena, we have settled really nothing. It's a 0-0 game between Alex Armstrong and Kelly Campbell. We talked about a goaltender duel last night between Kestris and Campbell. Well, I expect the same tonight between Armstrong and Campbell, and that's what it's been, 0-0 after 20 minutes.
Yeah, we got two teams kind of offensively challenged as of late.
Thank you very much. Tyler one with Stacey Scott, the former London Junior Devil, at 12 points, including 4 goals over 20 games, but as you mentioned before, leading the team with 42 penalty minutes, Mike. So, for Michael DiStefano, Tyler one at ice level, I am John Urban. We are locked at zeros from Thompson Arena on your Saturday evening between the Ryerson Rams and the Western Mustangs. We'll catch you around from OUA women's hockey action in the second stanza. Scott does a great job to get it out of the zone, and now the Mustangs have numbers back the other way, led by Katie Hubert. She has Cassidy Gosling. Hubert takes the shot, blockered away by Armstrong.
I like that chance for
Hubert. 2-on-1 the other way now for the Rams, led by Carbonic. Going to take the shot. I don't know if Campbell got a piece of it or maybe a hit off the stick of Turk, but it went over to the St. Thomas netminer. End-to-end hockey here early in the second period. I like this, Mike. It makes for an entertaining Saturday evening. Entertaining hockey game here. The face-off won by the Mustangs. Lassus with a long snapper from the blue line. Armstrong again. So quick to be squared up to the puck, and I like her positionally in the blue paint. You know, to be the best, Mike, you gotta beat the best, and why not when you consider Kelly Campbell, in my opinion, is one of the better goalies in the CIS. Alex Armstrong then stacks another brick in the wall saying, hey, I'm making a name for myself too.
Yeah, most certainly. She's looked pretty good here tonight.
Rutherford takes on two Mustangs, still gets the puck out in front. Loose puck was there. Barris, feeling the heat of the situation, tries to clear the zone. Kept in nicely by the captain, Jessica Harwick. Another chance for the Rams. Big save at point blank range by Kelly Campbell, saying no you don't to Emma Rutherford, looking for her team leading 9th goal of the season.
Emma Rutherford hasn't finished her game. You mentioned it, leads the team with 8 goals so far this year.
Net Isolino runs out the dying seconds. And 40 minutes of hockey. We have not seen a goal from Thompson Arena on your Saturday evening. The duel between Alex Armstrong and Kelly Campbell continues here.
Yeah, and you alluded to it. It's probably because both teams are just playing that technical, sound, defensive style game.
Back up to you guys in the booth.
Thank you very much, Tyler Warren with Sydney Kidd. 10 points so far during the regular season, over 20 games. The 5th-year veteran, a defenseman turned forward, and I assume that she's going to be one of the girls that Chris Higgins is relying upon to produce some points in the 3rd and potentially final period of play, as these two teams in the Rams and the Mustangs are battling a lock of goose eggs right now from Thompson Arena. So for Tyler Warren at ice level, Michael DeStefano, I am John Urban. The 3rd period should be a doozy, and we will catch you around then. Well, let's hope those binders go off when the play continues here. Instead, it is Mathaner for these Ryerson Rams with a chance streaking down the far wing. She'll go behind the net, send it out in front, they score! The Ryerson Rams, Melissa Ronsberg with her 4th goal of the season gives the Ryerson Rams a 1-0 lead here in the 3rd period of play.
Melissa Ronsberg, just 2 points in her last 7 games, so a good goal by her. Just her 4th goal of the season. So Melissa Ronsberg gets her team ahead, and they're up 1-0 here in this one.
Watch this setup, though, by her teammate and Blair Mathaner. A beautiful backhand pass between the hash marks, making no doubts about it, was Melissa Ronsberg going high over the glove. Something we've seen 2 Varsity Blues do in the shootout as they beat the Mustangs 2-1 last night.
Last 6 games, the Ryerson Rams are 15 for 15 on the penalty kill. They have not surrendered a penalty goal since the Christmas break. So is this really that big of a man advantage?
Well, they still have the 9th ranked OUA penalty killing unit. We're operating at 84.4%. They do have 2 short-handed goals, which is the most out of any OUA team. They score! On the board, Brianna Isolino scores her 6th goal of the season. Makes it 1-1 on the power play with 7:10 remaining in the contest.
Brianna Isolino just takes a shot from up at the point and beats her. I think there was traffic in front. Not sure if she saw the puck
hey,
there.
Kelly Campbell, is this chest high? No, it's not, and it works to perfection.
Down low, Katie Hubert providing a beautiful screen off of Armstrong, and it goes.
Laces now uses the near boards to try and get it up to Scott. Keystay keeps it in at the blue line. A chance here for the Ryerson Rams. Campbell somehow denies it. Another golden opportunity for Emma Rutherford to get her 9th goal of the season. Now Scott, a great individual effort to break up the momentum of the Ryerson Rams and get it down the ice. The other way for Carbonic to go around Isolino. No, Isolino shows a bit of the soccer skill that time as she kicked the puck away. The buzzer goes. 60 minutes of hockey has settled nothing on your Saturday evening. 1-1 is the score between the Western Mustangs and the Ryerson Rams, and for the 2nd straight night, the Mustangs will see a little extra hockey here in the OUA. So ready for overtime action. The puck is dropped and away we go. 4-on-4 for 5 minutes. Jessica Hartwick, the captain, gonna take a slap shot, saved by Campbell. 7 seconds into overtime. Trying to be stapled against the boards from Stephanie Keystay. Still got the puck to Isolino, took a shot. Saved by Armstrong. It's somewhere underneath her, and in a snow angel, she covers up the puck. A golden opportunity for Cassidy Gosling to end the game. And that will do it 65 minutes of hockey has settled nothing. For the second time in as many nights, the Western Mustangs will go into a shootout, losing 2-1 last night to the Toronto Varsity Blues. Tonight it's the Ryerson Rams.
And here Kendra Broad came in on a good opportunity, and Broad one-on-one wasn't able to win the battles, but now Kendra Broad in alone on the breakaway.
No Jessica Hartwick to get in her way. The Petrolia Ontario native carries the puck into the Ryerson zone. Coming in on the glove side, scores! Thomas Hurdle, holler at your girl. Kendra Broad goes between the legs over the glove side of Alex Armstrong.
My, oh my, Kendra Broad, see, this is exactly what she can do when she goes in all alone. This time has no defender in her way to stop her. She comes in between the legs and top corner. Beautiful goal by Kendra Broad.
Madison Martin comes into the zone. The Winnipeg, Manitoba native scores! Backhands it over the glove of Kelly Campbell. Actually apologize, it's Sarah McGilvery, the first-year rookie out of Stouffville, Ontario. What a move, and I guarantee you she watched the film from last night. That's how Campbell was beaten twice by the Varsity Blues.
Earlier today as well, the only goal for the Ryerson Rams came up top shelf on glove side.
Barris, let's see what she has in her possession. Goes to the backhand, stopped by Armstrong. And go figure, Mike, after 60 minutes of hockey, 4-on-4 5-minute overtime, and a shootout, it's going to come down to the final shooters in the shootout. One of the starting forwards, the sophomore, Claire Sabine, 2 goals on the season, 1 short-handed. She carries the puck into the zone, trying to go glove side on Campbell, but missed the corner, Mike.
Yeah, tried to go up top corner, glove side on Kelly Campbell, a place where she had been scored on in her previous 3 shootout attempts, but just misses the corner and goes up top shelf.
The 4th year out of London, Ontario, goes in. If she scores here, she'll put this one to bed. The former London Junior Devilette, Stacey Scott, scores! Let's go home. Western wins. Western wins. After losing 2-1 in a shootout last night to the Toronto Varsity Blues, they win 2-1 in a shootout over the Ryerson Rams.
And it's Stacey Scott playing shootout hero here tonight.
Base level with Kendra Broad. She didn't get the game-winning goal in the shootout. That goes to Stacey Scott. But that move, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, Mike. Just a thing of beauty.
Yeah, definitely. Just the soft hands and just the skill level needed to perform such a great shootout move, and she did it. She's got 12 goals on the year for the Mustangs, leading the way with 21 points, and she just proved that she is one of the more skilled forwards in this league.
So it was 0-0 after 20 minutes of play. The score remained that way after 40 minutes of play. 1-1 after 60, overtime settled nothing, and we just experienced one of the more brilliant shootouts that I've seen here in the OUA Women's Division of Hockey. Some amazing moves by both the Rams and the Mustangs, but it's the home team, the Western Mustangs, coming out with the 2-1 victory on your Saturday evening. I want to thank everybody here at Mustangs TV. This was a busy weekend for us, ladies and gentlemen at home. 12 broadcasts Mustangs TV put on over the last 4 days, including basketball, volleyball, and hockey action. So for everybody in the studio, our hardworking volunteers, our camera crew, directors, and producers, Tyler Warren at Ice Level, Michael DeStefano, and yours truly, Johnny Urban, thank you so much for tuning in to Mustangs TV action this weekend, and we will provide you plenty more action as these 2 teams head into the playoffs.